I do this first. Should be working. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to another live stream. And actually, let me turn down my music. Working on a little post here so we can get some people involved, Live stream, let's talk EVs, baby. GGPI is now Polestar or PSNY. Got, plugged in the link there. Awesome car company. And fire emoji. I think we're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and send that through. And stock market update as well. We'll do that too. Let's get it. But welcome. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody had a great day. Got a lot to talk about today. Got a nice little agenda. Hopefully I won't make this one too long. I got some dislikes in my last live stream because I blab on too much. I don't know. But hopefully I can get things done pretty quick for you guys. But feel free to comment down any questions and anything else, you put it in the chat and we're going to talk about it. And since I got so many dislikes in my video, help me out and give me a like this video. Hopefully that will help that out. But yeah, I just sent this through. I'm gonna see if anybody joins. If not, we're gonna go through with it. We not scared. Not even on the weekend. So I got a few things I want to talk about. Big day for today, Polestar. You already know the business. We had a lot of just a lot of media coverage. But I want to talk about that. And actually, I'm gonna do a poll early on now so we can get an idea of what you guys are thinking of doing with your Polestar shares for next week. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. But if you guys don't mind, just take a second and hit the like button for me, and also drop a comment in the chat if you guys have any questions, or if you want to tell me your weekend plans, or what you guys are doing with your Polestar shares next week. I'm gonna make a poll. We can do a poll that is price targets for next week. What do you guys think about that? Price targets, or we can do, yeah, let's do price targets for next week. So we did this last week. I think we did this last stream, and you guys did pretty good. We got pretty close. We $13 already. I think for next week we're aiming for 15 to 20. So, but I'm gonna let you guys decide. Polestar price targets. Let's say less than 10, because that's always a possibility, right? Less than 15. So we'll kind of stay in this range. And then we'll also do 15 to 20. That's kind of the sweet spot, I would say. It's where everybody's, I think, gonna try to take profits. I'm also kind of curious to know if you guys are doing this as a swing trade, or if you guys are doing this more as a long-term investment. So initially, I think a lot of people are just doing this as a swing trade, but now it could even become a good long-term investment. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go ahead and send that through. Let you guys hopefully vote and let me know your plans for this. Should I start with yeah, so big trouble for the EV companies. Did you guys like the thumbnail I made? It's a fire thumbnail, am I right? Yeah, give me a like for this fire thumbnail that I made. I mean, it's just a beautiful car. That's the new Polestar. Well, the concept stuff, but anyway, yeah, there's a lot of few things that I want to cover, but I don't really see too many votes coming in yet, so I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if anybody wants to join the chat. It's kind of a Friday, so people are probably about to go get drunk. The market did have a pretty crazy day today. I didn't do very good as far as trading, and yeah, but we're gonna bounce back next week. I've been having a pretty rough time trading, but the best part about this is Polestar makes up for it. Because every time we go on the news and stuff, it just really makes me feel better about the investment as a long term, I guess. And swing trade kind of already made some money on those options. And I wonder what you guys are doing with your option shares too, which is really cool because now that we're publicly traded, I don't know if you guys noticed, but all the options changed. Like, we got some legit option contracts now. BB, hello my friend. Greetings from Sweden. Hey, welcome. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, what do you guys think? We were talking about European investors, so BB, you're one of those guys. I'm sure Polestar is a huge seller in Europe, and just curious to know what you guys are doing with your shares too. Curious if you're gonna be doing. Oh, somebody said less than 10. Oh, Financial Journey came in. What's up, bro? Hey, you're a Polestar guy now, right? Or no? You're still the Lucid. The votes are kind of down the middle right now. We got Financial Journey in here. He's a pretty big guy in the Lucid world. I'm sure you guys probably follow him. What's up, Lucid Investor? Oh no, that's Lucidverse. What do you think about Polestar Financial Journey? Is something, I know you weren't too big of a fan of Polestar, but I think now it's becoming more interesting. Curious if you're gonna, or maybe he left already. I don't know. Financial Journey, he might not be in here no more, but curious to know if he likes Polestar now. I was gonna talk quickly about just the SPY. It's been doing some crazy stuff. Like I said, I didn't really do good in trading today, but just having Polestar as an investment and having some great news come out and stuff, it really uplifts me. So anyone catch that last 10 minute of trading on PSNY? I did see it. Yeah, those last 10 minutes. I think that was just the whole market in general, actually, I think. But yeah, we can pull it up. The only thing I don't like about TradingView is it's not very good at like smaller time frames, like 5 minutes. Like anything going into the last minute. This is actually after hours though, so you're probably talking about this huge run up to $13. Yeah, it closed like straight at $13. Wait, this is not even it. PSNY. But that was the SPY. Yeah, huge run up in the SPY, and then basically the same thing happened across the board for tons of companies, or just a bunch of shares or stocks. Yeah, this was crazy, and then it actually dumped after hours, right? 12:38. But I wouldn't worry too much about the after hours. There's not enough volume, so this actually gets manipulated pretty easily. But yeah, I did see this. It's crazy though because this is the new chart now, so I don't actually have any history prior to today. But I can still go to GGPI and we can take a look at some of this. But I don't really know if it will actually follow some of the resistance that we had. So this is GGPI. This is the ticker GGPI. I don't really know if we'll still follow some of this history chart from it, since PSNY is our new ticker. And we only have one candle. So I think I'm just going to stick to the PSNY chart history. Oh, he's referring to the volume being traded. I roughly counted 1.5 million in the last 10 minutes. Sheesh. I didn't see that. We can maybe see this. We'll go to 10 minutes and see how much volume came in. Yeah, it's right here. So about 1.3, 132K is what it looks like. Plus, that's just the one candle though. So two candles, that's another 24K. So about 160, is that right? Or nah? I guess I could add the rest of these, but not exactly sure. It was a pretty big last 5 minutes in general for the whole market. And where were we at? We were like at $12. That's insane, am I right? $12, it went up a whole dollar in like 10 minutes. So that's what, $1 on $12. That's like it almost went up 10%. Is that right? That's crazy. Oh damn, he said 1.5 million. Yeah, I think it would have been, I don't think 1 million, but I didn't want to say anything. Yes sir, yes sir. Anyway, we'll take a look at the chart in a little bit. These are basically the levels. I guess I could go ahead and handle the chart business if you guys want me to. I'm gonna start using this PSNY chart, so I'm not gonna even account for any of the history that we had prior to the merger. There might still be some resistance and stuff, but everything kind of happened around 15 and 13. So I'm just gonna act like this is new territory. We haven't even explored it. As far as the chart, we have the lows of like 1050. I think that's going to be our new low, and had some consolidation here throughout the day around 1150. So really like a dollar interval. So it's kind of consistent. $13 is going to be a resistance, obviously, and then after that, if we can get above $13, we shouldn't get any trouble going up to 15. And some of the other charts, like some of Weebles and stuff, will probably still have the history. But me personally, I'm going to try not to use that. but I don't know. It might. Let me just make sure. Well, we can add those in here. I just don't even know where the resistances are on those levels. So let's just say we close at 13, because the reason I'm not using GGPI ticker anymore is because it stopped trading yesterday, so it doesn't have any of the price action for today. But honestly, we're already up. What is this? GGPI, yeah. What the hell? Yeah, rip to the math, man. I'm sorry. This is 15. What happened to my GGPI stuff? And see, they don't even have the $15 stuff anymore. There used to be like, yeah, I don't know what happened to all the December activity. Is this not it? GGPI? Oh, 1 second. I think I clicked on the wrong one. I'm supposed to click on this one. No, that's it. This is it. It doesn't have anything for some reason. Yeah, so I'm not even gonna, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even gonna bother using the other one anymore. I'm just gonna use this one. And I'm not gonna act like there's no resistance above 13. So, and that's probably how most traders will actually see it. Webull shows it clearly. Okay, let me pull it up. I was gonna say, some traders might not, if they just pull up, because a lot of traders use TradingView too, but here, I'm just gonna move this bad boy across over here for you guys. This is some of the stuff I was watching today. I was watching some banks. CarMax killed me, so I don't even want to talk about that. And then DraftKings, Lucid, because I wanted to get some puts, but it was looking kind of bullish. Let me just quickly go to stocks real quick, and yeah. And then China stocks, I don't want to talk about China stocks. And then I always keep the homie PSNY down below, just to keep up with the trading action. Shares I don't really track as far as trading days. It's just the buy and hold mentality with that. And then with the options, I haven't really even looked at options because I mentioned that I wanted to wait for the IV to come down. We did good on the options. I think I could have made a little bit more, but it is what it is. Like the market's really tough to trade for me. Oh shoot, dude got killed on Starbucks today. What did you, oh, did you get puts for Starbucks? What happened to Starbucks? It's just crazy, which I kind of want to talk about the SPY too. If you guys are okay with me talking about the SPY before, I have a lot to talk about for Polestar, and I'm happy to talk about that, but I do want to give you guys my opinion on the SPY and then hear what you guys think too, if you guys agree or not. So yeah, there is some history here for, I just don't use Webull that much, honestly. I just have it laid out with the tickers. I don't use the charting stuff in here, but let's see if I can get the, yeah, so we have everything above 1250. We only really have two resistance, which is up here, 1343 and then 14. So kind of like dollar intervals. But really, since we're trading above most of this price action, that's why I'm going to be okay using the other. Oh, you got greedy with calls. I wish I would have played some calls today with stuff. I was being pretty stubborn, and I played the downside still. But let me talk about the SPY really quick, and then we'll talk about Polestar. So I'm going to zoom out to the daily time frame here. And let me just show you guys. So now we kind of talked about this a few days ago, where we were kind of working to fill this gap up here. So it actually filled it today. So we're at this, we basically filled it, right? But we actually gapped up today. So that's bullish technically. And so we could technically go up to the second gap that we need to fill up. But we could also still, we're kind of like in an island, like kind of in the middle of nowhere. So just depending on futures Sunday, we could work our way back down to fill this gap, or we could work our way up to this resistance here that I marked out and probably fill that gap. And if things get messy, I'm sorry, I'm going to clear this out. But really, yeah, we're in this zone now, which is the gap here. And just depending on futures tomorrow or Sunday, we can eventually work our way back up to that second gap fill. And let me go down to the 1 hour. When the 1 hour is the one that I mainly use. Oops. Yeah, I like the 1 hour time frame. So we were actually talking about how the market would affect Polestar going into the merger and stuff. And we were saying that if we could get outside of this, then the market could continue going trending and get to the gap fill, right? So that kind of really did help Polestar. And you can see we're now forming like these newer lows, right? So that's why there's still a possibility of filling this gap. Just in general, SPY likes to fill those gaps. So I don't really know what to expect Monday. I think we can, I mean, these are the two scenarios, right? The gap fill down here, or the gap above. And I want to hear your thoughts about that. But yeah, OBV is looking good, continues to up climb, which is another reason that was actually bullish. So even when we were kind of doing sideways, the OBV was still going up higher. So that was just a leading indicator, basically, that we could break out. So I really need to start taking my advice and actually start trading better, but it is what it is. That's why I kind of try to keep my positions small right now, because there's so much chop in the market. Oh, and before I even go into Polestar and stuff, another thing that I see here is, I mentioned this earlier in Twitter, is a possible inverse head and shoulder. And so you got the neckline, or not the neckline, but the top end of that neck, whatever you call it. You got the shoulder here, the head, another shoulder here. It's a weird head and shoulders. It's an inverse head and shoulders. So this is actually a bullish pattern, and really the breakout for this is gonna be, what was it? I think it was, I was just gonna do this part, but if you move this up to here, where was it? Right there. It's really going back up to that second gap fill. So let me mark this out better for you guys. Oh, I think I shared it on Twitter. Let me just, because I have a clean copy of that. I just go to this really quick, and I can probably fill it out. Where the hell is it? Oh, here we go. So we have the shoulder, we have the head, we have the shoulder, and then the distance from here to the bottom is this green line here, and it's really leading back up to the second gap fill. That's what I was gonna say. So that's just a bullish pattern for the overall market, the SPY. And yeah, right now we're basically filled up the gap here. So we could continue going uptrend if there's no news, like no bad news. The only thing is we have like data coming out next week. So that's the only thing that can really affect how we continue going. But let me read some comments, and then we'll get started with the news for Polestar. So sorry about that. Just like to talk about charts and stuff. But yeah, that's a fire thumbnail. Am I right? Am I right? Here in Sweden, we see more and more Polestar. They are very popular, and when Volvo is behind it, the Swedish people trust it. Let's go. Fund companies from Sweden invest SEK 400 millions. Oh shit, I didn't know that. That's actually a good point too. I completely forget about like huge index funds that are based out of like Europe that are interested in buying stuff like this, right? So that's actually a really good point. Thank you so much for that. So if you guys don't have any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Sorry I took so long to start. But now we have a couple people in here. Yeah, so the title was Big Trouble for Other EVs, because I mean Polestar is like unlike any other company, I would say. I'm not shit talking anybody, other companies, but I think just as far as like road deliveries and stuff, like vehicles in the road, Polestar is obviously a big competitor for Tesla now. So Polestar is making the necessary moves to, you know, challenge Tesla, Volkswagen, some of the other EV manufacturers or potential EV manufacturers coming out down the road, which is really making Polestar, like, it's putting them in a pretty good position because they're already out there, right? So they're not saying, oh, we're going to debut them in a couple years or coming 2025 and stuff. They're actually already on the road. They're working on the second one. So that's the only reason I did that title. The main thing I want to cover, there wasn't really much on this article, that was just for that, is the little interviews that Thomas and Polestar had today. I'm gonna, hopefully I can show the audio. You guys let me know if it sounds good.
Joe, a lot of people, when you mention
and
Polestar,
we'll
they
actually
say,
discuss this, if that's cool with you guys.
I think I've heard of it. I'm not really familiar with these guys. Well, you should be familiar with them. They already have EVs that are out on the road, including here in the United States. And today the company is going public via a SPAC. So let's give you some.
Oh, and let me just ask, did the audio did it come in good? And then we can kind of talk about this too. Just want to make sure it's good. If nobody says anything, or if somebody says something, that'd be great. That way I know it's good.
Background on Polestar, so that you're a little more familiar with it once it starts trading a little bit later on today. It is a subsidiary of Volvo and Geely. The parent of Volvo is Geely, a Chinese automaker. And then you've got all electric vehicles that are made by Polestar. So this is not making internal combustion models. Production in China right now, but there is a U.S. plant that they are planning on ultimately bringing production to, so that.
Yes, sir. And that's one thing I kind of want to point out. Oh, thanks, Duke. All good from me. Yeah, just, you know, the highlights here of Polestar. Oh, a lot of people are going to be turned off by production in China, you know. But, and it might be that some of these anchormans or these people don't really like follow Polestar that much. But, you know, Volvo and Geely are just like partner, like just they own part of it, right? So I wouldn't really consider Polestar China, but I think this is going to, you know, try to influence it being shorted or other things like that, right? And also once we get more exposure in US, which is not gonna be a problem. So like NIO is gonna have a bigger problem trying to get into the US market, in my opinion. But I don't think that's gonna be the same case with Polestar. I think it'll be pretty easy. I mean, you'll see later in the interview, my man Thomas, he's like, yo, we already have the whatchamacallit, the facility there, right? We already have it. It's an existing Volvo's facility. We're gonna just be using their stuff. But yeah, just wanted to make sure that like people that like don't follow stocks on the daily, the first thing they see, oh, is production in China. Oh, it's just a China company. I stay away from China companies, and so it might kind of push away investors. But you know, if you know, you know, right? So
that they will
just want to make
be
that
building
clear.
EVs here in
Yes,
the U.S.
sir.
In terms of the SPAC, it's going to be trading under the symbol PSNY on the NASDAQ. This SPAC is raising $890 million. Gores Guggenheim is the blank check company behind this deal, which was approved on.
My man said, I've seen more Polestars by me than Lucid and Rivian combined. Are you in Europe too, or are you just curious? Sorry, I guess I don't know if should I let the video play and then answer questions, or this is my first time doing a interview kind of stuff like this, so. But yeah, I'm gonna go
Wednesday and begins trading today. Will it do better than other SPACs that we've seen in the last year and a half? Time will tell. It has not been a good ride at all for any of the companies, automakers that have come forward through a SPAC. Keep in mind, Lucid, of these four, Lucid is the only one that is manufacturing vehicles that are out in production right now. It's still in the planning process when you look at Fisker or when you look at Lordstown Motors or EVgo. So
yeah, and EVgo is not even an EV company. It's actually a charging company. I don't know why they put this one up there. But yeah, the only one that's actually done good, and that's because it's got a really good following, is Lucid. Oh, he said let it play. All right, you guys listen to this. I was just gonna say, yeah, Lucid's the only one that actually has a good following. Fisker, I don't know. I think they'll probably end up getting bankrupt. This one should already be bankrupt. And then EVgo, I actually like. They got good partnerships, but they're not an EV company. But yeah, I'm gonna play this one, and then you guys let me know.
That is
okay,
the future, or that is a look at Polestar, guys. And this is a highly anticipated SPAC, if you will, in the sense that people are wanting to see what Polestar can do as it continues to ramp production. About 50,000 vehicles worldwide are out on the road right now from Polestar.
Phil, stick around. I want to welcome Polestar CEO to the broadcast, Thomas Ingenloth. He's the CEO, and welcome to the show. Congratulations on this milestone. Let me ask you, Thomas, as you think about being public now for the first time, it's been now quite a while, about a year since this whole transaction got to this place. But we've also seen the challenges that other electric vehicle car makers are having in the public market. Are you happy that you're in the public market? If you could do this all over again, do you think you'd be better off in the private market?
Yeah, hi, good morning. Well, no, definitely happy to be there now. Very proud moment to start now the first day as a listed company trading. I understand market conditions are not easy. Having said that, we saw definitely that, especially in these circumstances, what makes Polestar Polestar and what makes our business attractive to investors actually stood out more clear in these circumstances. You mentioned yourself, we are business up and running. We have 55,000 cars on the road. We're producing steadily. This is definitely a very different type of EV startup.
When you think about the future of this company and what it's going to take to scale at the level that you want, what's your sense of having to go back to the capital markets in the future to raise additional capital? That's clearly been something that's weighed on the stocks of a Rivian, that's weighed on the stocks of a Lucid, for example. And you've had people like Elon Musk say that those two companies may be trending, if things don't change, towards bankruptcy.
Well, we talk about our model being an asset-like model. That what we want to achieve till 2025, 290,000 deliveries in 2025, 3 models to be rolled out over the next 3 years. All of that is part of our business plan, which is indeed built into an asset-light model. We use manufacturing footprint that exists in the group. We use workshops that exist in the group. And for that reason, our path to achieve that is on a different scale in terms of what funding is needed. For that reason, I think this is a very attractive way of doing it. And the capital and the funding that is needed, we will, along the way, have different steps coming. But this $890 million that come in now, of course, it's a major step to bring us a long, long way down in this business plan.
Yeah, I just want to cut in. My man said 55,000. Yeah, he was just saying how many vehicles are out there. And that was like a really good question, actually, because as far as what the man said, what's his name? I forget that dude's name. But he was asking about future dilution down the road because like high growth stocks and stuff, they take a lot of capital. And obviously 800 million or 890 million is not going to last them 5-10 years. So eventually they're going to have to get more money, whether it's, through selling their products or whatever. But if they want to open new facilities or whatever the case is, new locations, new spaces and stuff, that all requires capital. So a lot of companies usually like do a round of funding and do a dilution and stuff. But my man here, and I was actually interested in listening to his answer because I don't want to get diluted as an investor, right? Because if they start diluting shares, then the worth of my share goes down. But I think he answered it pretty good. But I don't think that they're not gonna be dilution down the road. I just think in the short term there might not be dilution, because they're doing current facilities, like he said. They're using Volvo's facility, and I mean 890 million is plenty to last them, and obviously the management team has done pretty well with the capital that they have, so I don't really see a problem in the short term, but just know that down the road that can still be a thing, right? And then also, not to mention the lockups, right? So people want to take profits, but we'll kind of get to that when we get there, I guess, right? So,
hey, Thomas, Phil's got a question for you. Phil?
Hi, Thomas. How are you this morning? My question for you is, right now you're manufacturing in China, but you do have plans to also build in the United States. Give us some sense of when we will see that likely at least be identified in terms of, hey, here's a location, here's when we're going to start manufacturing vehicles, when you actually expect manufacturing to start here in the United States. Paint a picture, if you would, for us in terms of that part of the business plan.
Yeah, that's very clear and defined. We will introduce our next model, the Polestar 3, in the US, in Charleston, in an existing factory within the group. Volvo is operating this factory, and we will have this production up and running in the beginning of 24. And this is a big part of our strategy to actually develop a manufacturing footprint that goes very much in line with where our customers are. 40% Europe, 30% US, 30% China, and we will have a manufacturing footprint bit by bit that is following exactly that type of proportion.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that, I mean, that last statement, 70% Europe. What did he say? He just broke it down really good for us. And this is all the stuff I've been watching. But yeah, I think everything's being handled correctly, I would say. What do you guys think? This is a decent interview. Obviously, CNBC, they only have like 5 minutes max to interview certain people. They got so much stuff. And that's how they make money, basically. They'll do like 5 minutes of content, then do another 2 minutes of ads. and take you on a commercial break. But Polestar just in general was in the news like big time because you can even see that was CNBC. Then he actually showed up with Yahoo as well. I don't know if you guys want me to play this one. I'm probably gonna get demonetized because I'm sharing this, but it is what it is. And actually, I think Duke was the one that told me about CNBC. I got on, but they were already coming off. But I'm going to share this one too.
Polestar CEO
I actually
and
haven't watched this one,
is here with
so
us
I'm
as
just going
well,
to
Yahoo
listen.
Finance.
Right?
Thomas, it's good to see you. So obviously, big milestone, and one that was perhaps a long time coming because this deal was announced quite a while ago. Talk us through the milestone of today and why it perhaps took a little while to close this deal and get it done.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Well, obviously, great, proud day for Polestar, the first day of trading. Yeah, well, it obviously was a very thorough process and not easy market conditions, but in a way, the business that we offer and being a company up and running, I think it was as well the more convincing us doing this very successful finish, and that I think supports our light asset business model being actually proving it's working in a very difficult market circumstances.
Hey, Thomas Pross.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let me also, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt, but he looks nervous, right? I think a lot of people say he looks shady and stuff. I don't think he's shady. I think it's just that language barrier between, what do you say, European versus English. Like, he just looks like hella nervous, but I think it's just, and yeah. And he was saying that, the business model is working, so they need to stop sleeping on us,
So you guys raised around $900 million from the closing of this deal. How does that money work into your product plan, your portfolio, and to offer about, I guess, 5 cars by 2024?
Yeah, obviously this new stage, bringing 3 cars out in the next 3 years, the 890 million obviously bring us a big step further to the year 2025. It will be a time of incredible growth of the company, and having this now done, being listed, will be a crucial enabler for us to go into this new phase of growth.
This is a hyper-growth phase as well, or at least attempting to ramp into a hyper-production phase for many companies in the EV landscape, but it's really going to come on materials as well. Do you have the necessary materials, as we've heard across kind of auto manufacturers right now, that's going to be key to ensuring that they can produce the batteries at scale that they need for a lot of electric vehicles too?
Well, you see, Polestar's business is about leveraging the manufacturing footprint that there is available in the group. It's as well about being part of the purchasing power and the supply chain that the group has established, and ramping up production all the way to 290,000 is already, in place. These factories are up and running. We have already the contracts for with the suppliers for this. So we definitely think that we're prepared to deliver on that.
Yeah, that was a big question just about the materials, and again, he went back to the facility and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm cutting up again, but that was a big question just because the whole supply chain thing is a big issue now. But he says they already have contracts. Like, that was a key word. So I don't know how true that is or how many contracts they have, but aside from already having the existing facilities, they already have contracts on top of that. So it does make it sound a little more reassuring that there shouldn't be I think there will be hiccups with the material stuff regardless, because there's, unforeseen events, but at least they've planned to a certain extent on materials and stuff if they were going to be so ambitious to do, the 2025 goal. So let's go.
Hey, Thomas, you guys announced some specs on the Polestar 5. I believe that's going to be racing up the hill in Goodwood later today or tomorrow. Talk to us about that car. I mean, almost 900 horsepower. Are you guys sort of targeting Porsche? Is that your kind of the mark you guys want to kind of go after?
Well, indeed, the Polestar 5 is running up the Goodwood Hill yesterday already. Exciting to see this, and it's about 2 things. Yes, on one hand, the premium luxury sporty brand Polestar indeed will be in competition with the brand Porsche, but as well our business model and concept, having that mix of using group technology to base SUVs on it, build exciting cars on that, mixing with really aluminum bonded architecture that enables our sports cars. I mean, that again is quite a parallel thing that we have in common with the brand Porsche.
And Thomas, obviously, if you're competing with Porsche, you're targeting a luxury car buyer, Polestar, a luxury level vehicle. You're not new to the car industry. You've been through various economic cycles before. How do luxury car buyers behave in an economic downturn? And how do you feel, really ramping up into your growth phase at a time when the economy is not growing at the same pace, either in the US or globally?
On one hand, you have to imagine this incredible momentum within the move towards electrification. And this, indeed, in these days when fuel prices are really record high, it's rather supporting that kind of momentum. So that definitely helps our growth ambitions. And at the same time, well, clearly, the product portfolio that we're rolling out, the exciting products that we have in our portfolio will definitely help our brand, even in difficult circumstances, to gain our market share.
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah, what do you guys think? That's a difficult question, man. Yahoo's coming with the hard answers or the hard questions. That one, basically, I think if I understood it correctly, is asking them about, and this is some of the stuff we've talked about with the economy, everything just going on, inflation, supply chain stuff, and just demand versus, what's available. And I guess it all comes back down to money too, because Polestar 2 is not an easy, it's not a cheap car. It's like 50,000 minimum. And so just being able to get more market in difficult times. So I don't know. What do you guys think about his answer? I think the only thing I really picked up is he said he has a good market lineup, a very interesting product that people would like. But I think there's still gonna be that hard barrier into people having 70,000 to just get a car. But I don't know. I think it's just it's an EV sector thing. It's not just a Polestar thing. So something we just got to deal with, I guess.
As you mentioned that asset light business model where you have factories in China, but also you're going to open a factory in the USA. Tell us more about that, how that's going, and how fast it's ramping up at this point.
We will be producing in the US. The Polestar 3 that we are having world premiere in October, will be the first Polestar that is going to be produced in the US. And now I have to correct you in that way, in an existing factory in Charleston. It's a facility that's already up and running within the Volvo environment. And this is indeed our idea, using existing manufacturing footprint. And this will start now in the US. We will as well go to Europe. So indeed, our manufacturing footprint will be very much reflecting where our customers are sitting. 40% Europe, 30% US, and 30% Asia Pacific, China. That is indeed what 25 will be our footprint.
And Thomas, this strategy is a little bit of a change from the original strategy of production in China. Is there something, was this always sort of the roadmap, or did this change over time as you found your customers or perhaps dealerships or what have you, whatever it was, wanted more local production?
It's a reflection on two things. On one hand, electrification is indeed very, very strong now as well in the US, in Europe anyway. So indeed, our market portion in the US is stronger than we might have anticipated in the very beginning. And on the other hand, indeed, setting up a manufacturing footprint that is spread globally over the three major regions is as well a reflection on the situation that we are in a political environment that we find today.
Thomas Ingenlath, who is the Polestar CEO and Yahoo Finance's own Subramanian, joining us here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I think the first two questions were pretty interesting about the materials and just the demand, I guess. And I think the contract stuff was pretty neat. But yeah, I think I have one more video. What was this one about? Oh, this was the one that actually came out from their website, the end of the beginning. This one's really just they're just really doing. I don't. This one doesn't have any dope music. I think it does have music. I just don't want to get filtered out. But they're just, they're basically wrapping up the Polestar 1. It's basically what it was. They're just highlighting it. Just like a history, like, from ground up to market. And now they're basically retiring it, presenting it. I mean, this was like just the Pioneer, basically. It was a hybrid. And then you can see there it's doing the Greenwood stuff, or was it, Green, yeah. And then basically from that comes the new models, the new layouts, which we're talking about here. And there was something that I noticed here, and I think I told people in Twitter. It was just like they have a motor in here for some reason. So I'm not exactly sure what is going on here. I guess we're not gonna have a front trunk or whatever. And then you can see they have like multiple versions of the same car. So it was just neat to, I don't know if this is rendering or if this is actually a facility. But if it's actually a facility, then, I mean, they've had multiple iterations that they've been developing or just working, certain things out. So I think that's pretty neat. But another thing just to kind of highlight is that solid aluminum chassis that they're using, which is basically going to be in that concept car, which we'll talk about in just a bit. But yes, sir. That's I think that was it. I didn't want to take a whole minute out of the time, but basically it was some dope sceneries just showing, the process, the timeline of Polestar 1, which I don't know if it was like a great car. I love the exterior. I think I'm a big fan of the exterior. I just don't like the interior, and I don't like the price tag. So yes, sir, it is what it is. I think those are the videos that I have for that. We talked about Polestar. Well, I kind of skipped most of the stuff, right? This is just the debut. But really a reason why Polestar is going to be different. There's a quote down here. I understand the market conditions are not easy, but our business is up and running. We already have 55,000 cars on the road. We're producing steadily. This is definitely a very different type of an EV startup. So that one, like, I'll highlight it because I think it's important. There's so many like SPACs, mergers, EV startups. There's a few that just went bankrupt, right? Like Elms, which is the electric last mile delivery van or something. They went bankrupt. But basically, this is such a solid company in my opinion. Like, first of all, they have Volvo as a parent, right? They have Geely as a parent, Big Daddy Volvo, Mama Geely. But aside from that, they can stand on their own 2 feet and be able to sell this vehicle without Volvo's like marketing or anything like that, which I think is really neat. And yeah, that's why competition is gonna start heating up for some of these other startups that haven't even have vehicles in production. By the time, or if they even get into production, it might be GG for them, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I thought that was pretty neat. And that's basically why I want to say that Polestar is built different. It's on another level. And I mean, I don't know if you've seen all the live stream that we've talked about, but they've got so many spaces that they've been opening in Canada, Europe, Australia. There's so many markets, right? And they're not done. Basically, they're still so far from where they want to be at. And this is just some of the highlights, I guess. Polestar 3, I think, is going to be the game changer, though, just because maybe I don't need to zoom in for you guys, but Polestar 3 is definitely going to be that game changer because it's a really good market. The SUV is like the most selling vehicle market, and on top of that, it's going to be in the US, so really does give some of those fears away from oh, it's a China stock. And US is probably the best. I'm not trying to be biased because I live in the US, but the US is like one of the more well-ran, not well ran, but just more like quality of life economy, I would say. Europe is a really good one too, though. So, but I'm just saying, it's a good market to be in, to definitely be in. So that's why NIO missing out on such an opportunity, right? That's why they're trying to get into the US, because they know the potential in the US market. So, yes, sir. Right now, 30% of their market is US, and then what was the other one? 40% or 50% Europe? I don't actually remember the numbers, but obviously that is growing as far as the US. So yeah, big exciting day for Polestar, I think, like huge day. And some of our predictions actually came true. I didn't think we'd be trading live on Webull. I think it was disabled for the first trading day, but they actually flipped that around pretty quick, and you're able to buy and sell on Webull as well. Usually that takes a little bit longer. So, what's up? Anybody have questions? I have a few other things I want to share with you guys, but just want to take a break. Yeah, I think there's only a few people in here actually, so I might just go with some of the other stuff and make this quick. I wanted to talk about this because this is like another thing I wanted to talk about, another category, FUD, like fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This came out like 28 minutes ago, and it says, you know, Polestar falls 12% on trading day. I don't think that's true. Like, where do you see minus 12%? So there's just articles already coming out about, you know, shorting it or whatever, and that's why I'm kind of curious to know if you guys are doing this as a swing trade, or if you guys are investing in a long term, or you're doing both. You're trying to make money and then come back and pick it up as a long term. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm trying to make money on it first. I already made some money on options and stuff, but you always gotta keep that stash of shares that you want to hold for the long term, I think. So anyway, they were just saying how they were down 7% basically, and just in general, like the unprofitable companies are like the ones that are being attacked. So just remain cautious of unprofitable stocks in this environment is what they're trying to say. But I don't know, I think there's a few Polestar, Lucid, you know, Tesla, there's a few that stick out that have pretty solid funding. So I don't know, there's some that definitely be scared of, but I think Polestar is fine. So just don't let some of this FUD, because there was at one point, I think it came back down to what, $10 or close to $10. So there was a time where it came down, but you know, they don't have to, this article is invalid at this point. I think it's just spreading some FUD, and then they're just doing some comparison to some other EVs. I think Rivian's gonna actually be the worst EV out of all of them, actually, now that I think about it, because I don't think they have any funding secured from other companies, right, or other big investors. Lucid, I'm still in it, like believe in it, sort of, but I would definitely pick Polestar. I like Lucid's technology. I think I tell you guys that in every video and stuff. And yeah, there's another one about the uncertainty and stuff. Basically, he talked about that in the in the interview. Sorry, I need to get some water real quick. I don't really think there's anything on this article. It was just an example of FUD being spread. Obviously, there's those bad companies, right? Nikola, Lordstown, Canoe. Yeah, those are bad companies. Like, when you see CEOs, and even Lordstown, his CEO, I think they stepped down. Steve Burns or something like that. I don't remember his name. Yeah, he stepped down from Workhorse and then went to Lordstown, and then he stepped down again. Like, that dude's a scum. Like, Trevor, I never heard about him before, but he's still a scumbag. And anyway, when you see like fishy things like that, then you obviously want to stay away from it. And that's why I kind of said that earlier about him looking nervous and shady. I think it's just the language barrier. And then you got the big homie Leo. I mean, you know, that kind of says a lot, honestly. I think Leo is honestly a pretty good dude. I think he's living that Tom Brady lifestyle. Yeah. So just don't. I would just be careful with some of the FUD that comes through, if you believe in it long term. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is there's like a few articles about, yo, what do you need to know about Polestar and stuff. There's actually a few interesting things. So I might have to zoom in on this, but close that out real quick. So here are a few things to watch as Polestar begins trading publicly. The company faces stiff competition. So big question whether Polestar can stake enough of the market share is kind of, you know, undetermined basically, because there's big automakers. I don't really consider GM as a competitor. I think Ford would be one, and obviously Tesla. But some of the other guys, I mean, I feel like they're so far behind. Like I think they can definitely catch up, but right now, I don't think it'd be something to worry about, right? Am I right or am I wrong? That's what my opinion is though. Plus, they have 20 models available in. See, what does this even mean? GM, for example, plans to have 20 EV models available in 2025. I don't even think they have the first one out. Is that right or no? Like, are they talking about 20 like electric vehicle cars or 20 different models? See, they're being shady right here. You know what I'm saying? So, in short, a competitive market's about to get even more competitive. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I don't know. I'm being a little biased right now. I'm just excited because Polestar is actually like, they updated the options chain. It used to be like every month you can get an option, but now you can like pick out like a week out, and it's really just trading like Lucid now. Like if you look at the option, like Lucid's a really good stock to trade with options, and I feel like Polestar is now gonna have that opportunity as far as like daily volume is gonna stay consistent. Let's take a look at the volume for today really quick. PSNY. Now I gotta remember to type this in correctly. Yeah, 17 million in volume. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So I think on average, like, this is gonna be trading around 10 million volume on average. Like, which remember last time, I mean, before merger, we were trading like 2 million in volume, and you guys heard this first. I told you guys, now that we're publicly traded, there's no fears. Now we have external investors from like Europe that can join in. You know, the homie BB was talking about there's European funds that are jumping in. I'm not exactly sure how many jumped in, but yeah, just like it's a different time now that it's publicly traded. That's why I think today was a pretty big day for them and for the investors too. So, right? Am I right? What's up? Anyway, I think those were the things. Yeah. They also have a secret advantage, which is, you know, basically the partnership with, or that they, well, I kind of skipped the second one, but momentum, you guys already know. They have already got tons of vehicles on the road, so we don't need to know about all that. Basically, they're doing what they're doing to get things done. But the secret sauce, so just a few different things here that, like, I guess people that are new to Polestar would need to know about. Yes, there's competition, but they have really good momentum going with all the vehicles they've done and their future growth. And if that's not enough for you, then obviously you got the parents, and yes, sir, that's what it is. But we already know all that if you guys have been following the channel. So let me go to the next one. This one was 7 things, and it's basically the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the video that I wanted to share with you guys, and that's that Polestar 5 prototype. So it's for the Goodwill Festival. I think this is actually pretty cool. And let me show the audio because I want you guys to hear it, and it sounds pretty, I don't know, it sounds weird a little bit actually. Let me make sure it's the right video. Well, let's go. Yeah, it should be, audio should be good. It's fire though, it looks pretty clean. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't think that one has. But it kind of starts off slow, but then it picks up. It doesn't really have much audio. It's just I wanted you guys to hear that burnout. So yeah, this is pretty cool. This is them, I guess, practicing the run, because I don't think this is the official one. I think the official stuff is on the weekend. This is probably just a trailer. But it's really neat. I mean, I don't really know if this is going to be like their motor that's going to be in it, or what kind of motor they're using. It could be that they're using like the Polestar 2 configurations and stuff. I don't know if they have like the components that are actually going to go in this model yet. But I thought it was neat. It does look weird though. But this is definitely like that prototype. So that's why like the front end doesn't look like the images that we're used to. But yeah, that's what it is. Early 2020, Polestar announced its intentions to develop a competitor for these guys, the Porsche, which they already have their electric vehicle out there. And then every year, Polestar's been going to these, and they've been, you know, running their own vehicle for this Festival of Speed. And obviously, it's not going to go into production until 2025, which actually I think is 2024 now. Might be an older, because I remember I saw an article where they say that this is actually going in 2024, and they basically confirmed 871 horsepower. But leaked patent images are indicated. Yeah, I don't remember all this, but basically, oh, here it is, 884, but I think they updated this to be 871. And yeah, this is where I got the fire pics. I think it's dope. Came out pretty good. I don't know why this is showing up like this. But we'll actually probably get some more information on this on what? On Saturday or tomorrow? They basically just gave the details for the car, which is some of these. Well, this is just the image I used actually. This is a better picture actually. 4-door GT, true Polestar, low volume performance car attributes. You guys know they're gonna have that lightweight rigidity chassis once they start mass producing it. Suicide doors are not gonna be a thing, right? Counter hinge suicide doors were featured on the preset, but doesn't seem to appear on the 5, which appears to remain if the character lines on the sides. So I guess this hasn't really been confirmed, but I think on the patent it already showed that they're gonna have the regular sedan doors, but I mean it could still have the counter hinge suicide doors. But we'll see. Sure, I think that's it. I think that's all I have for today's video. Polestar definitely a defining project, the Polestar 5. I think that's it, fellas. Oh, there is some leaked images. I can share those with you guys. Debuts publicly this weekend, targeted to have 871 horsepower. So I'm really interested to know how they end up doing that front. I think I asked them, but Polestar never replied. So, and I didn't expect to get a reply because the people handling that is just the marketing people. They're not engineers and stuff. But I still wanted to know. So I think that's gonna wrap up today's stream. I try to keep it short. Let's see, what am I running at? Oh, 57 minutes. That's pretty good. Oh, I do want to share some of the option stuff. Let's just take a look at the options for Polestar, because I haven't looked at them today. Let's go to unusual wealth, and I don't even know if I should look up GGPI because it probably show up. Yeah, it doesn't show up as GGPI anymore. PSNY, baby, let's get it. So super bullish on the call volume, call premium, and I don't know if you guys are already in the unusual wells, but you guys should definitely check them out. You guys know I'm gonna plug in my link if you guys want to use it and save some percent, 5% actually, if you guys want to save and take a look at the options flow on your time. Definitely do that. And they're buying the $20 calls actually. That's crazy. And their sweeps. Now these are small orders. Don't get me wrong. Yo, what's up? Hey bro, how's it? Yay, finally went through. I know, right? I'm excited. I'm just now looking at the options. What's up, Simon? What's up? Very happy. Yeah, you guys missed the majority of the stuff. I just covered a lot of things, but yeah, you guys can ask any questions. Feel free. Shane, how's it going with Lucid, man? Everything going good? I think it's back up to $19, $20 almost, which is pretty good. Trying to find a song to play for myself. You guys have any song requests? Oh wait, I can't play music over there. Anyway, let me take a look at I'm gonna apply my filter, one of my filters that I use just for short-term contracts. And we're gonna apply 25K. Oh, just woke up. Damn. It's all good, man. We basically just talked about. Oh, is there any news on the outstanding shares? You know, I didn't even check that. I should definitely check that out. Let me look at Webull real quick, see what's the float and stuff showing. Because I think that's something we talked about. Oh, you're fully into Polestar? Let's go. I thought you were doing some Lucid, I thought, but I know you were doing, I think it might be you that's doing the swing trade with Polestar and then you're gonna dump it into Lucid. For real, honestly though, I feel like you should do the opposite. I feel like you should dump it all into Polestar. Did they pause the trading today? Yeah, they ended up, well, I think at the first half of the day, some brokers didn't allow you, right? It's 10:30 a.m. in New Zealand. What's up at 1:30? Oh shit. Wait, is that today? Wait, I'm confused, dog. Yeah, mate, that is me. Okay. For some reason the price wasn't updating. Oh shit. Hey, I want to look at the updated stats on Webull. Let's see. So the market cap for I guess I can share this on here. I think I can share it. I want to show the stats for PSNY. I think it might be too small in here, but it opened at 12.98. We had the low of 10.41 at some point. Previous close. That's why I'm saying we did good. 15% for Polestar is pretty crazy. I got my shares like at 904. What am I up now? So 13 minus 904 divided by 904, 43% on shares. Let's go. And we're going further, am I right? Okay. Yeah, I got actually a lot of the viewers that are in here are actually not from the US. There was a guy in here yesterday. I don't know if they're in here right now. But yeah, I got Shane Simons from Europe. And now Duke is from New Jersey, I think. And oh, my man BB's from Sweden. And then I had Gore's doing quick math. 320 divided by 21, 15.1. Is that the share price? What is that? What are you talking about, King? Yeah, I had somebody yesterday, they were talking about, they had their Polestar. I don't remember the name, it starts with M. I remember you though. Okay, so the status on Webull hasn't updated yet for some reason. It still says 100 million free float. That's gonna change once we, for some reason it hasn't updated. That's weird, bro. See, the market cap is still 1.3 billion. We might be able to go to Yahoo. See if we can pull it up. And let's see if Unusual Wells has it updated. PSNY, baby. Hopefully soon they will get an analyst to report on Polestar. Hey, that would be fire too. And honestly, the most bullish thing about like some of the stuff I was covering earlier, like we were talking about some of these interviews, like CNBC, like this is just publicity now. Like people, I mean, we've been on this for months. You guys can go to the videos, you can go to the channel. We've been talking about a whole bunch of this. So it's kind of bittersweet. Like I was like, people are like now trading Polestar, and I'm like, yo, I've been on that, my guy. Like I've been on it. It's kind of bittersweet, but it's like, no, it's good for Polestar because, you know, now people are actually it's gonna be trading like Lucid and Tesla, like hopefully, you know, fingers crossed. But yeah, so I'm excited, you know, just publicity. People are gonna start being like, oh, it's not just a pump and dump because they already have 55K vehicles out there. So it's just nice that we were in this early, you know, got the options early, you know, we chilling. And that's why when, like I said, I had a bad trading day, like, you know, you can come back to your Polestar and you're like, yo, you know, I did all right with this one at least. Because I've been taking some L's on trading, so, you know, I've been kind of down on myself, down on my luck. What was I going to look up? Oh, we're going to go to Yahoo. Let's go to Yahoo. And then we'll go back to the Unusual Wells, because I do want to look at some of the options. But yeah, just seeing Polestar, like in the front page, you see, look, it's even trending. Like, I'm not making this up. Anyway, I think it's great. It's down 5%. Like I said, don't worry about that. That's like little baby volume. People just trying to, they're selling low. They're selling low, buying high. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the market cap's not updated on here either, actually. So once this stuff gets updated, we'll get an idea of how many shares are out there, actually, because what's the homie said? Zane, is there any news on, yeah, outstanding shares? Yeah. So no news on that. We could probably, I mean, you'd have to find another YouTuber. Like there's a YouTuber, I don't know his name, but he covers some pretty good stuff. I'll have to find him, but yeah, I don't watch that many YouTubers, to be honest. Future American rapper. No, I was gonna do Fintel short list. I was gonna go to Fintel. Let's go, baby. I wonder what Gore was talking about with the 320/21 15.1. Is that the I'm curious to know what that meant. Is he talking about his price? Hopefully soon they will get an analyst. Yes, sir. Delivery numbers will come out for second quarter. Oh, that's right. We were talking about deliveries at one point. I wonder where they're at right now. PSNY, Automotive, Polestar Automotive. Is it this one? Followed by Polestar. Hey, bro, don't get down as part of trading. I know, man. I know. It just, I was taking a couple L's. I remember I told you guys I was doing puts on CarMax. Yeah, that didn't go well. And then I wasn't shorting China stocks. I had puts on China stocks, and China's just been inflating their whole economy with reopening stimmies and stuff. So it's just a scam right now. So I think a lot of people are moving their money into China stocks because it's like a quotation safe haven. They made hedge funds load. What do you mean they made hedge funds load, Simon? I cover mostly Polestar content, but I just never found any info on PSNY shares supply. And that's really important to me as an investor. Yes, sir. Yeah, and all that's gonna really depend on like the amount of redemptions. I think there's a certain amount that are basically locked in. We could probably pull up the breakdown if you want. I don't mind pulling it up. Let's just go to Polestar investor presentation. And I think it's the May one. There's like a new one updated. We can just take a look at the chart breakdown. Let's look at, where's it at? But yeah, I hope everyone's having a great day. Just trying to find the actual chart breakdown of the share breakdown. There we go. It's right here. So equity, so $10 per share, right? Obviously we're at 13, so this market cap's gonna, or the outstanding shares, this is the outstanding shares. The market cap is gonna be this, right? 21, is that right? No, the enterprise value is this, because that's without the cash. Yeah, so 20 billion market cap, and then I don't think we're gonna have 21 because I don't know exactly how many people redeem their shares. That's us right here, 0.9%, which is actually a very small percentage of the whole company. That's the only bad thing about, like, you know, the shares that we got. It's like a pretty, oh, they're up here, my bad. Shareholders, GG, is it this? Yeah, 4%. Damn, I don't know, I need glasses, my guy. What was the expected cash for them to get? Okay, so transaction will result in approximately 995 million of cash added to their balance sheet. They ended up only getting 895, I thought. So maybe we can do something with that. I don't know. Is there anything we can do with that? What was it? 100? That's quick math right there, y'all. Now there was talking about how they got only 890. They got 190. I personally will be interested to see where it goes next week. Yeah, I think we're going to 15, my guy. I think. Hey, but I want to know if you're still interested in Lucid and some of the other ones, or what are your long-term plans for this? Shane. I know there was like some news on Lucid. I'll have to find it. But didn't they halt their one of their productions or something? Yeah, it froze the assembly line in early June. I don't know if you guys saw this for Lucid. That's why, honestly, I got puts, but I ended up closing them. But still, they ended up closing their first location. Yeah, they froze their assembly line in early June. I don't have access to this, so yeah, I don't. Let me just type that. Maybe I can find it. After slap with tanks. There was a Business Insider where the assembly line froze for a week. It might just be old news now, though. Let me read this. I personally think Polestar wouldn't issue more than 1 billion shares yet. It's too soon. They're very smart and strategic, so I think maybe 406 million shares outstanding. Nah, it's already going to be more than 1 billion. I'm pretty sure. So the outstanding shares is going to be this, but I think most of those are going to be locked up though. So the free float, so there's like the free float and the outstanding shares. The free float's going to be different. It's going to be smaller, but they're still going to have those locked up shares and the outstanding shares. Outstanding shares is like the entire shares available. The free float shares are the ones that are tradable with, like, for retail and stuff. And then yeah, I think that's right. So I think maybe 406 million shares. I think if that's what you're asking. Wait, I think you asked it earlier. Let me see. Is there any news on outstanding shares? Yeah, I think the outstanding shares are going to be the same. I think they're going to stay around 2 billion. Just depending on redemption. Then the free float's going to also be, it's going to be smaller, but it's going to be different too. Yeah. So like right here, let me go to statistics. Like once this data gets updated, you'll have free float right here, number 8. You can just scroll down. Company's free float's the measure of number of shares available for trading by the public. So that's basically the shares that we trade on a daily basis. And then you have shares outstanding. That's what you were asking. That's going to probably still be the 2 billion. That's shares outstanding from the most recently filed quarterly, right? Calculated using shares outstanding. That's the entire, everybody's shares. Is that right? Let me think though. Bro, they paused trading so many brokers. Which ones? I couldn't buy around 11 or 10. They let the hedgies buy some before it's open. 100% next week. Hey, let's go. He said there was actually somebody else that said the same thing. BB, I think earlier was talking about, yeah, Sweden Invest SEK 400 million and PSNY. So I might need to look that up. I just don't know how to get to that. It seems like so good. I will follow Polestar for the next week and decide. Wow, 2 billion, that's a lot. That's twice as much as Tesla and 4 times as much as Netflix. Yeah. But I think at some point they can do buybacks, you know? They can do share buybacks. But yeah, it's a big dilution, but it's not, I mean, Lucid has, I think, like 15 billion or 1.5 billion, I'm sorry. So it is a lot of shares though. And that's just because it's carrying over from early investors and stuff. Where's it at? The outstanding shares for Lucid's 1.6 billion. That's the entire shares for Lucid. But the free float's like 600 million. So this is what gets traded on a day-to-day basis. And then just however volume goes about from that, I think. Yes, sir. But I think ours is going to be like, so like Lucid's is like 1.67 billion. Ours is probably going to be like 2 billion. It's like 1/3 more. It's not, I mean, it is a lot of shares actually, but that's why the market cap's going to be different. So that's why, I think you guys already know, I've mentioned all that. That's why the market cap's going to be different. Like that's why Polestar will be trading less than Lucid. But in my opinion, I think Polestar is valued more. So let me show you. So remember these numbers here, 1.6 billion. Those are the amount of shares, and basically you multiply the share price times those shares, and you get the market cap, right? So Lucid's basically worth 32 billion, and that's why once Polestar debuts, let's look at. I have an Excel sheet for all this actually, but I don't even know how many shares we have. I might need to just typical broker support and big money. Yes, sir. I mean, it's good because that means the price will be for sure more than 15 next week. I'm loaded, so I don't have issue, but the people who try to buy today got screwed. Yeah. And honestly, it's still so early, man. Like, this was just the first day, so we'll see. Like, I just showed you guys earlier, it was trending. I'm not making this up. It was trending earlier. Let me see if I can open that Excel sheet. See if I can open it real quick. Let me open that Excel sheet. I'm trying to help out the homie Zane here. Okay, so I should be good on the screen, right? So I just updated these the other day. So what's Lucid trading at? 15, right? It's trading a little bit higher now. It's trading at 1921. So 1921. Okay, so now it's got like a 32 billion market cap, right? So Polestar is trading at $13. So it's worst case scenario, it's got a 27 billion market cap right now. So it would have a little bit more upside if you want to compare it to Lucid. We'd probably go to like 14, 15. Oh, probably 15 actually. Oh, yes, sir. Probably 15 for sure, right? But just based off of the redemptions, I think the free float and the outstanding shares might come down based off the redemptions. So let's just say this 2 billion, 0.1, so 2.1 billion just comes down to 2 billion. Then we'd have even a little bit more upside because now we can go up to $16 to match the market cap of Lucid. So market cap's the way you value the company. That's how much, if you want to buy it, that's how much you're going to pay for it. Like 32 billion plus a little bit of premium, right? We've talked about all this before. But yeah, 16 compared to 19. That's why Lucid might always be trading at a higher price. So don't just compare like stock price. You got to take into account the shares out there. But to go on further than that, I think Polestar is worth more than Lucid. So like if Lucid's gonna be worth 32 billion, I think Polestar should be worth like 35, more like 40 billion, just because how far along they are with their product, with their market, and all that, right? But I don't want to speak on that so much because then I get so much hate on it. But it is what it is, you know. That's how I just feel. And I'm gonna keep it real. That's just how I feel. I'm gonna keep it real. The game's gonna change. I'm gonna stay the same. Y'all heard that song before? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then I have some of the other ones, but honestly, I don't like Fisker. I never really liked Fisker actually. Canoe, Rivian. Let me read some comments though. Let me read some comments. Typical broker supporting big money. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. AMF has invested SEK 400. That's what somebody was talking about. What AMF has invested SEK. What is that? I'm going to have to look that up real quick. So I'm going to be a dumb idiot right now and look that up on Google. Is SEK a fund or it's a dollar? Okay. It's money. Swedish krona equals. Oh, so AMF is the fund. AMF? Nah, this is American Machine. Let me just type in Polestar. We're gonna get it. Oh, there we go. 11 hours ago. Hey, you guys coming in with the clutch DD. Awesome. I appreciate this, Gore. Sure. Go ahead and take my cookies. Okay, AMF invests 37 euros. 37 million. Is this euros? What's up? No, he said is this euros or what? I don't know the acronyms. And Volvo founded EV firm Polestar. Let's go. Yes, sir. Sweden's second biggest labor market pension fund announced. Oh, it's the second big. Oh, see, I don't even know this stuff. But this stuff is new to me because I'm not in Europe. But you guys, this is common stuff. So yeah, 37 million euros in a Swedish electric vehicle called Polestar. So is that what everyone's talking about? Simon's talking about big money loading up. Gore's talking about it. BB was talking about this earlier. That's awesome. Anders Oskarsson, head of equities ownership. Polestar has an exciting position in the electric vehicle. That's awesome. This is awesome because, I mean, people are starting to wake up, basically. You know, like with an interesting product portfolio. Yes, exactly. Pretty like broad global presence. That's why I'm like Polestar over Lucid, Polestar over Rivian, Polestar over, I don't know about Ford. I like Ford and I like Tesla, but just Polestar is like a number 2 player, you know. Polestar number 2, number 3 player. And GM, nah, I'm good. Canoe, nah. Which one else? Fisker, nah, I'm good. I don't know. Am I wrong for this or no? We can make the investment at a good price and believe that it will be a good deal for our savers. Okay. So they're expecting a good return, right? For whoever's investing in AMF, they invest in stuff for their people, for their clients, and they're expecting upside, basically, is what it's saying. Awesome. This is awesome stuff, guys. I appreciate Gore plugging in the good solid DD. You guys need to plug in all the solid DD. I don't mind sharing it. Sharing is caring, baby. Sold 8,000 shares at 13. Have 24K shares left. Damn. He's cleaning up. Let me size you up real quick. 8,000 times 13. You sold it right at the peak, man. I think you're the one that made us stop from going up higher. No, I'm kidding. 100K. God damn, boy. Alright, Willis. Let me size you up again. So he has like 500,000 in Polestar. Damn. Are you allowed to be in the chat? Or you gotta sign a disclosure, bro? Because I don't want them telling me I'm manipulating the stock price. Man. Congrats though. Congrats. Big congrats. I wish I had like little Meet Kevin keyboards and, you know, do the horn thing, but I was hoping Polestar. Hey, congrats for Head T78. Great job playing the market. Keep it up. And hope everyone else is making money too. I was hoping Polestar shares would be around 500 million, meaning I could get more value for my value. Low supply, high demand. I know for sure that in 20 billion in value, they are undervalued. Yes. I agree. You are right about Polestar being way more valuable than Lucid, that's for sure. Yep, I think so too. As far as like the dilution stuff, it doesn't mean like, that's why, I don't know. It doesn't mean it won't go up. I just wouldn't see this going up to like 500, you know, or 600 like Tesla, you know. It's kind of like, think about it, like, I know I've already kind of showed this example, but in a few other videos, but people were always comparing Moderna. You know, it was like a $300 stock at some point. They were always comparing this thing to, you know, Moderna. They were comparing Pfizer to it. They're like, oh, Pfizer's gonna go to 300. Look at Moderna. But Pfizer has like, how many share, like their share flow is 5 billion, like, versus Moderna. I guess you know that already. Why am I even sharing this? You already know this. Yeah. But I guess what's my point? I don't know what my point is anymore. Thanks, bro. I am leveraged. I had 100K on money. I think we will hit 14 or 15 next week. Yeah, I think it's possible. The market's looking good. SPY's looking good. And especially if I keep my SPY puts, it's going to keep going up because that's how it works, right? But I think I was talking about next week. It's going to be either we fill a gap up here, which is like around, what, 395 to 400, or we fill like this baby gap down here at 380. We're really like in this island right now. Well, we filled the first gap here. Looks like we're on our way to fill the second gap because of this downtrend here. We'll probably come back up and retest that and fill this up along the way. If like news comes out, I don't really see anything coming out. We have data coming out next week, but I don't think that's till like Tuesday or Wednesday. Probably just continue going up, unfortunately. So my puts are going to be worthless. And then this gap down here, maybe we can fill it after we get rejected up here. So I think that's a good plan. So let me say, we have the gap here. We kind of work our way up to the top, fill the gap here, and then kind of work back here, and then fill the gap down here. So just continue going down. That's what I'm thinking. What are you guys thinking? And yeah, so I'm curious to know what Zane was talking about with the 500 million, meaning I could get more value for my value. Yeah, it just depends. Like if you got in pretty early, like around 9 or 10, you should already be up 40%, about 30%. And for Hati says the market will go up. Maybe 1 or 2 weeks after that, we will fall. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because we're still in bear market territory. And I just added up this descending trend line here for us so we can get an idea of where we're headed or where to look forward to. But I'm kind of stubborn. I'm scared to get calls at this moment, but I think what I need to do is just not trade, right? Instead of me getting puts, I should just not trade and wait for the put opportunity. Because I usually trade to the downside a lot better than to the upside because I'm mentally and biased right now, bear market. So I think I need to just be patient. That's what I need to learn. And I am adding puts slowly. Okay. You're adding like market puts or just like individual stock puts? I think that's all I have covered. Just gonna run down stuff that I went through. We talked about the competition being different for Polestar. Or not being different, but yeah, just Polestar being a whole different player. Like stop playing with him because it's a good company, right? Well, I'm gonna close that out. We talked about the interviews. Hey Travis, what's up, man? Hey, good to see you, bro. Or good to hear from you. You know, I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, I left work early and I was like, yo, my man used to do this all the time. What's up, man? I hope you're doing good though. Yeah, we're just in here chilling. We just got a couple viewers in here now, you know. How you been though, Travis? Oh, let me close that out before I get demonetized. Yeah, man, I hope you're doing good though. Market puts, Shopify puts, and maybe Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's gonna be the best one to short, unfortunately, you know. Isn't that what Michael Berry's doing? That's what Michael Berry's doing. Which puts do you have? I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, this is like the big support for it. You're coming back? Oh, shit. Swear. July 18th? Oh, are you like moving back or are you just coming to visit? No location disclosed, but just curious. It'd be nice. I mean, I'm still working. I'm still here. Yeah, I've been through some stuff though recently, so I just gotta refocus on some things, you know? But that's just part of life. And I think Brian, oh, he moved to Texas. Yes, sir. I guess that gives it away that I'm not in Texas, but it's fine. Yeah, the 4th of July is the holiday, so I guess 18th you wouldn't be visiting just for holidays. You'd just be visiting. Not moving back. Oh, not moving back? Or nah, I'm moving back. Like, was there? But you can read that 2 ways, you know. Either way, let me know. I'll meet up with you if you're still okay with me hanging out with you guys. I don't know, man. What's up with Tesla though? We basically covered everything, I think, guys. I think Michael. Oh, really? Interesting. Coming back. Okay. Are you gonna be like one of the branches or same one? Like same office building or? Cause we need you, dog. Yeah, we need you. Some of the new people, I don't know, man. You know, you actually did everything right, Travis. Doing the job hops and, you know, just you set yourself up right. So I'm proud. I'm a proud friend. I'm a proud friend. Yes, sir. Are you gonna stay up there, or I think you were moving recently too, no? I can't remember, honestly. Dang, I need to focus. I need to focus, you guys. I need to focus, you guys. What are y'all seeing here on the Tesla chart? Come on, let's spam the Tesla chart. Anything you guys sticking out? Honestly, it looks bullish. Oh, really? Working with Brian? Yeah, I think he switched departments too. That's awesome. Oh, but you're not moving back. See, I was trying to hang out, but all right. Doesn't this look like a double bottom, you guys? Right here. Bow. We can get outside of this, and we've probably talked about this a few times. He said there is a YouTube channel, Ron Walker. He is the best market predictor. Follow him. All right, I'll check him out. I'll check him out. And we just got some spam. So I'm gonna go ahead and block these guys real quick. Report. Unwanted spam. Yeah, block. Is that coming in for you guys too, or no? Is it just me? Report. Unwanted spam. How do I hide this guy? I'm gonna hide him from our... Yeah, I'm just gonna hide him. I think it's the best way to do it. Okay. Okay. You said Ron Walker. Okay, I'll check him out. I'll check him out. I don't really watch too many YouTube channels, to be honest, because I just don't have time. But hey, Travis, hit me up. Send me a text sometime. We'll catch up or something. Or I was gonna say I would do something, but I don't know where you're at anymore, honestly. Hey, yeah, text me. I'll be in the area sometimes. Yes, sir. All right, man. I appreciate it. Good luck on the stream. I appreciate you. Hey, hit the like button for me. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, man. Hey, awesome. Appreciate you showing up, though, for real. It's good to see you guys, hear from you. Sorry, my English is not great, guys. I'm from a different country. He had it right many times. Why is this guy still showing up? I thought I blocked him. Let me... Alright, unhide. I already hit him. He's still coming through, though. My hide thing has no effect on him for some reason. It must be a ghost type Pokemon. Where you from? No, I'm not. I meant like, I'm here in the States. I'm not from here, you know. But I grew up here basically. You can say I'm still American. I just know a few other languages, you know. Yes, he had it right many times. So let's pull up the SPY. I honestly want to shut the live stream and come back on with some solid market overall live stream. What do you think? What country? I'm in the US. I think you said you're in Europe, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, what did Ron say? What did he say about the SPY? I'm curious to know about the SPY. I think you said 2 weeks. 2 week out. So June 14th. Where to, like, what? That would be like July 14th. No, July 12th, I would say. How many days we got here? 1 week, 2 weeks. Oh, the 8th. I am in Holland. Oh. Hey, this was awesome, DD, brought to you by Gores, by the way. That was awesome. Whoever if Gores is still in here, I appreciate you, man. You're a good dude. Oh, it's in Turkey. I am Turkish. Oh. Oh, how do you have so much money? He said he's got like $500,000. That's crazy. I mean, congrats. Yeah, no, you're doing good. I was gonna pull up your address real quick, but Holland. Oh, it's in Netherlands. You're Turkish. Hey, okay. I see you. You guys trade in the euro currency, eh? Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. So, I think that's it, you guys. I'm running out of. Oh, sold the house for the Polestar. Whoa. Did you? How? Oh, hey. Actually, the housing market was a good move too. I'm not gonna lie. Housing market was a good. You basically. I don't know if you're. Hey, he sold it for the Polestar, man. That's some bold move, bro. Bold move. I was gonna shut the live stream for you guys and come back with another live stream. I don't want to clog up the Polestar stuff because then people get mad. For some reason, I was getting some dislikes on my video because I just randomly talk about things without related to Polestar, and people are like, "Oh, you're slow on the presentation." I'm like, bro, first of all, I can only be myself, you know, like I'm doing this because I want to present things, and there's so many YouTubes out there, like, come on, man, like you can go watch somebody else. Like I wish you would stay and watch, and I appreciate everybody that you know supports me and stuff, but I don't know, man, some of the negativity just, I don't know, it ain't for me, you know. So yes, now it will go down the housing market. Yeah, no, you're smart. My mom actually did the same thing. I said he, no, my mom and my stepdad, they both, ended up buying a house, and it's basically like 40% up now, which is insane. And I was telling them because they have two houses, so they rent one. Hey, you know me from the Octo channel. Yes, sir. I know. I love that guy. What's his name? No, his octopus, man. That's Charlie. That's the OG. OG octopus, man. I follow him on hey, he follows me too now, which is awesome. He respects me now. This is one of my favorite guys here. For sure, for sure. But yeah, he's the one that put me on Polestar actually. He was making some Polestar videos way before me. And I already knew about Polestar because of Charlie, but I never made videos on it because I didn't know if it was worth it, you know. And I was in a different time zone, like not time zone, but I was in different, just doing other stuff. Like it was a different time actually back then. But yes, he had good tips. Yeah, he's good. He straight up disappeared though. I'm still subscribed to him. I show up to his live streams and stuff. He's a good dude. I think some people just don't like him because of they say he was pumping and dumping penny stocks, but you have to be smart with what you do, you know? And he doesn't tell you what, he's just presenting data, you know? Like I'm just presenting information, I'm just presenting stuff I like, opinions. So it's just like, I don't know, man. You can't hate YouTubers. I mean, I guess you can hate YouTubers, but so I don't know, man. It's just know like you're responsible for your actions is what I'm saying. Like it's okay for people to pump stuff. Yes, actually that's the reason I got Lucid at 11 too, actually, because of Charlie. I got into, those were different times though, man. I was SPAC world. Yeah, everybody was pumping SPACs. Yes sir, yes sir. Yes, he had good tips. Only after market crash all stocks crashed. Yeah, and I think he kind of stopped streaming so much too, but I still show up to it, you know. I gotta support my people. I think that's gonna wrap up the video though, guys, unless you guys have anything for me. Yes, always do the DD, agree. So I guess, hey, I never asked you, but you sold the house? Do you not have a house anymore, or do you have a house, or are you living off your Polestar 2? Is Polestar a long-term investment, or is it just like a flipping the money kind of thing? Man, you're chilling though. 400, 500K. I mean, you're chilling, bro. For real, for real. Congrats, good job. And yes, sir. I didn't really even read any of this stuff because you guys can go through and read it, or you guys can watch other YouTubers talk about this. But oh, you rent a house, okay. Hey, that's kind of smart, actually. This dude's actually pretty smart. He's renting a house. In the meantime, once the market crashes, if the market crashes, like the real estate market, then he can load up on a house. No, I will sell it maybe between 15 and 18. Yeah, that's a good move. Man, you're good. You're chilling. That's a pretty good idea. Pretty good plan. And the house thing is actually a good idea. I just think the housing rent is you said I think market will go down after 2 weeks. Also Polestar. Oh, I thought that said after Polestar. Yeah, I think the market's gonna keep going down. I need to start looking at some of the put positions I want to get. But no, I just wanted to highlight that rent technique that you're doing. I think it's good if that's what you're doing. And just waiting to buy a house once you scoop up like cheap houses. If that, because it's insane. I think the European economy is gonna collapse first, right? I think the homie Simon was talking about that. I don't know if he's in here anymore. I think he dipped. But yeah, everybody dipped actually. I think it's just me and you. That's actually a song by Sierra, I think. Damn. Oh, let me see if I can play it. You and me or something like that. No. I think Lil Wayne's in it, no? Yeah, it's called by Cassidy. Oh, this is an old song. Oof. Yes, sir. Sir. Oh, dude, Joe was in here. I didn't even say hey to Joe. My bad, Joe. I just saw his message. Yes, prices will fall 15 to 30%. I will apply Polestar. Don't buy house now. You're doing everything right, man. I wouldn't change anything you're doing, honestly. Obviously, it's been working too, so. But you don't need me to tell you that because what's it called? The thing is in the pudding. What's the saying called? I'm just chilling now, guys, and nobody's got questions. I might cut this off soon. I need to go grab some food. Let's look. No, we don't got no clout no more. We ain't got nothing going for us. We can spam Polestar, see what's going on with PSNY. I will probably show up on one of these because I did something earlier. Yeah, that was the video that came out. SPAC attack. Let's go. And I voted yes. Are you buying PSNY? We did. Polestars. So nothing interesting. Impressive comeback. I like the publicity, you know. That is what it is. I'm gonna close up some of these things that I'm not. Oh, I should have left them open in case I don't know if I should make a video, like a wrap-up summary video on everything. I can come back on live. I'm just gonna cut this off with Polestar so it doesn't spam, you know? Or it doesn't drag on so much. 2 hours almost streaming. Damn. I think everybody's about to head out. Hey, he's going to sleep too, so I can I can cut it off now. No. Hey, take care, man. Hey, appreciate you showing up. I appreciate everybody else that showed up. You guys are all great subscribers. And I appreciate you guys hitting the like button for me. I didn't even look at the options flow. Damn it. Let me just quickly do that real quick. I know you guys gotta head out. I'm just gonna quickly see what's popping with PSNY. We saw the 80K volume or 80% volume. Let's just do 5,000. Just see what's popping. Buying a lot of calls for August 12s and the 1250s for August and yeah. I'll look at this on my free time. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I will probably post some of the stuff on Twitter. Follow me there. But yeah, you guys take care. I appreciate everything you guys do for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, keep moving forward. I'm signing out. Peace.